All right, new update as well as, most importantly, new feature in Koala. Now I'm showing you on here due to the fact that I don't have an iPad anymore. I don't really use an iPad. Most of the time I do stuff with Koala, it's gonna be always on my phone. And if I'm not on the phone, I'll start it on the phone and then I'll send it to Ableton to finish. So they added a mixer. When you go into the performance page, you'll see at the bottom this little tab. This is what you normally see, right? You have your strawberry or vanilla, and they're kind of on the iPad. Usually you'll have all 16 of them there together. So at the bottom there's a mixer tab. When you click it, it'll ask you to pay for the mixer. Obviously, it's not free, and Merrick deserves the $5 it costs that he put together all this special features. They have 16, you get 16 effects that you can use in the mixer. You cannot bring in things like you normally would do with like a AUM. This is built internally into the app. So using it as standalone, which is good for Android users. And again, I'm not an Android user. I did try an Android for a little bit. It's not my thing, but for the sake of not having a lot of apps that you can use on Android, this kind of gives you what you need and a few extra things that maybe you didn't think you would need to make music. All right, so the mixer is pretty simple. You got mute and solos here. This little bar here allows you to adjust the dBs of each one, and you got 5 slots in each one. So you can click here and rename them. As you see, I did here, drums, bass, keys. And then this last one probably, in my case, would be sample or solo, depending on what I'm doing, and then the main. So everything leads to the main. So what you have to do to get to them, well, see the mixer tab used to say EQ right there. Now it says mix. So you just go to, let's say I go to this one here. Okay. Then I click on the mix tab, and then it'll have a drop-down menu here, and you can pick where you want this to go, through the drums, the bass, the keys, the mix, the bus, dB, or the main, right? And if you hit enable, that gives you your EQ in here. So he kind of moved it around a little bit. I like it like that, actually. I think that's better. It makes it more useful now to be able to have both and have the mixer tab there. So it is a mixer. It's $5 for that mixer. It's worth it. For sure, it's worth it. Okay, so here's a song I'm putting together. I'm just throwing this together right before I started recording this. Got some drums, keyboard, hats, little bass, little sound to make what I'm gonna use for like a synth / keys. Okay, these are all in C. You can see, and then the drums are right here. So I put together. Don't enable that. Go back to sequence. Now I'm gonna pull up the mixer so you can see what I can do with it. The drums are all on one track, so I'm gonna mute these out. I could have just hit solo, I guess, or just solo. And then the effects are right here. So I use the warble, which is cool. It's got the amount. I'm not gonna go through every effect. There's a video out that Merrick put out that has all the details of each little item. You can turn them on and off here. And then here's a pitch. I use a pitch shift just to shift it a little, just to give it something different type of quality, whether you want it to be stereo. Okay. Then I did a bass. Then the keys. And then you see it's mixing all the way out here. So my bass was too loud. You can just go right here. Now, he said, I'm not sure if he said if it works on the phone and not in here. You see how this one's set to 1.1? He said if you click it, I thought he said it will go back to 0. It does not. Which kind of is probably just something. He'll fix it, I'm sure, later. It would be nice if you just click the bar there and you just go back to 0. But it goes to like 1 and some change or whatever. There, up. Now on the iPad, it might be easier to get this way. I'm not sure. And it may work on the iPad or iPhone. I haven't used it on the iPhone yet. I just know it's there. Okay, but it is what it is right now. Okay, So that's pretty much what it is. It's just a mixer built into it. I think it's a great mixer. I think it's a huge update. I mean, when you start playing around and putting in effects in here, one of the things, it's really hard in here to slide. So I have to you'll see me taking a little bit longer than what I would do if I was, because this is made for your finger to be doing it. You put a side chain in here, which is kind of nice. And then you just pick the source you want, and then you can play it. Change the threshold, the release, and the output. Pretty simple. Sidechain that to the drums. Personally, I would just normally sidechain that to the kick, but because we only have 4 mixer slots, I don't think I could do that in here. So that's something, and this is me just saying what I would like personally. I would love to see the, I guess we could take these solos off. I would love to see more bus effects in here. So you got 4 currently. It would be nice to have at least 8. That's an ideal number to me to have. And the reason why I say that is because I generally like to have my drums separated, like my kicks and snares. I'm not gonna be able to do that in here because I want to have the bass separate, the keys separate, and I would definitely want to have a slot to have either a lead or some type of sample on a bus. And you can't do that. I do like the fact that there's a limiter here, which is really cool to give that output that you need. So that's kind of neat. I'll show you kind of what's in the effects here. There's a reverb, a flanger, filter, another EQ. The EQ is actually pretty cool. So this could be like your master. It's the same EQ, but it could be like a master. Like you might want to bring up the bass a little. I would say I would like the EQ in this one to be like an 8-band EQ instead of a 3-band EQ. But this is a start. And I guess you could put multiple EQs on here. So you could start out with maybe the 3 here, and maybe this one focuses on the bass portion or something. I don't know how that would work. And then if you add like another EQ. So yeah, I don't know if that would actually work. But an 8-band EQ would be just great. At least here, the 3-band EQ is cool for the sample if you're just trying to get it. But yeah, for the mastering portion, I don't know. That would be cool to have. That's just thoughts that I'm thinking at the moment. There's a compressor. I also think it would be cool to have some presets. So like maybe on the mastering, on the main chain, I want to have certain presets that I use to finalize my mix. But then like when I'm doing other stuff and I'm playing around, I might come across a setting that I like that I want to use again on some drums. So I want to be able to save it. That would be cool to have, where I could go up here. Right now it just says info and delete. And then I could just save that. I don't know if delete. Yeah, delete takes it off there. So the 2 ways to get rid of it, like you said, I put this drive on here, which I wouldn't do. Click on it, click here, just click delete. Or you could take and just drag it up to the garbage. Drop it off and boom, you're done. But this is cool for simple mixing in Koala. I think it's also other things you can do. For instance, I'm gonna stop it since you've been listening to this beat for I don't know how long now. That you can do it here. There's a microphone thing in here. Let's see, where is it? Mic. Turn that down. I don't have a microphone. I'm using the computer mic when I'm doing this, so it's gonna bleed badly. But you can kind of see what you get. You can put your gain on the mic. That's basically what it's doing for you, as far as I know. It's putting gain on the mic. That's my dog walking in. All right. 6. So yeah. So this is cool. Simple mixing in here. If you just want to work in not AUM, Koala, that's kind of my vibe with Koala. I prefer just working in Koala. But if I'm not finishing in Koala or something, I'm like, yeah, I need something more, then I'm going to shoot it over to Ableton. And that's where the good joy of exporting comes in, where you can export current sequence and then do the stems, right? We all kind of know that's been in the Koala for a little while. So this is a great $5 enhancement. I would say grab it if you can. It's worth it. The effects alone are worth it to have those extra effects. The limiter, just a bit. Even if you don't do a ton of mixing here, you just want to get a simple mix, it's worth it, in my opinion. And my goodness, this is on the phone, so that makes it even more special. All right, that's it for this video. I don't think I want to spend a lot of time on it, because after that it becomes, this is the performance section. Remember, you have to be in performance section to find the mixer. But after that, it's you and your creativity of where you want to go with it. If I find some other cool, unique things about it that I would say warrant me to go and do a video on it, I'll do that. I do not get this for free. I had to buy it myself, and I'm not on the beta team. So I wished I could be on there, but because I would have had some thoughts of ideas or whatever, not thoughts, but ideas of what would make it even cooler. But I'm just happy Merrick did it, and his prices are always fair, and he's never like, he's just a good guy who's just putting out good product for people to use to have fun and make music. So kudos to Merrick for that, and yeah, I look forward to seeing what everybody makes and uses it for. And that's it for this video. I'm out.